I invite you to join me, to participate in this inquiry into the miracle of ourselves, to become part of the psychic connection.
One love, what's up YouTube? Nyiam here. Wanted to make an update on the remote viewing October 2020 project. On September 22nd, 2020, I uploaded a remote viewing session targeting major news stories and events of October 2020. So I just wanted to bring your attention to, you can go click the link in the description if you want to see download that session or see that work. Here on CNN, California fire is now a Gigafire, a rare designation for a blaze that burns at least 1 million acres. Here it is on CNN. It's talking about how big this fire is now. It's the first ever in California's history to become this Gigafire classification. They're saying the blaze is about 58% contained. They have firefighters, all these firefighters are working trying to keep this thing under control now. And it's setting new records, you know what I mean? So here's an article on CBS News, pretty much going over the same kind of information here. It's destroyed many homes. It's a Gigafire. A lot of the things they're saying it has to do with climate change. Dry weather. There hasn't been any moisture or anything in a while in this area. It's like really unusually dry this time of year. So here's a little news clip on this story, and then I'll jump into the session work, and we'll see what it looks like.
Wildfires have besieged California since August, when thousands of lightning strikes ignited tinder-dry forest and brush. Scorching hot weather, low humidity, and high winds turned small blazes into monsters, burning hundreds of homes and consuming 4% of the entire land area in the state. A total of 8,155 fires have burned to date, hundreds of homes have been destroyed, and at least 31 people have died.
It's never happened before in recorded history. The largest record we have before this for an annual acreage burned was 1.5 million. It can't be understated that we're hitting an unprecedented number of acres burned across this state. And unfortunately, we're just getting into some of the most critical fire months in California.
The somber record was reported in a tweet from Cal Fire, the state's firefighting agency. Nearly 17,000 firefighters are trying to contain 24 active fires. Officials say the so-called glass fire, burning in Northern California's famous wine country, is now their top priority. It has incinerated vineyards and wineries and forced thousands to evacuate, including the entire town of Calistoga, 110 kilometers north of San Francisco. The climate in California has turned much drier over the years, making trees and brush more likely to burn.
Our research also shows that as global warming continues in the coming decades, we can expect to see further intensification of these extreme wildfire weather conditions. The primary reason is the very strong effect that the warming has on the dryness of the vegetation.
With 2 more months before the fire season ends, it looks like California is headed for more destruction. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Los Angeles.
So I just want to bring your attention to my Air 1 gestalt from my session for October. Right here, this visual was different from everything else that I saw in my session. I had a sense of smoke at one part of my session, gaseous smoke, which didn't really fit in anywhere else in my session. And when I looked at it, this is what I saw. Large land and vegetation with a billowing cloud within it, sounds of crackling, a sense of evacuate, sense of distance here, and a sense of parry, like prevention, get away, do something about this type sense here, blowing. strong sense of ignite, inferno, and burning here. Emotions of panic. And my sense with this was dry spell. A dry spell, no rain, no moisture. So as you can see in the news article, that's one of the main reasons that this is like fire season for them, this extra dry weather. So that was interesting that I saw that, and you can see the other element in these stories is the firefighters who are reacting to this event. And I just wanted to bring your attention to page 13 here. Now, with this, I had a sense of life. Now, from early in my session, I had a sense of life with something like a tube. I didn't want to, get into trying to name what this tubular thing was, but you can go back to my video. I say, someone with a tube, something tubular there. But with this life, I get a sense of extinguish, response, and react. Right? These people are prepared. I got a sense of react, observe, rescue, response, almost like paramedics type feel. They're ready to fight. They're determined. Sounds of whoosh, sounds, wet, panic. Something feels destabilized. You know what I mean? These people are reacting, responding. Extinguish is what I got there with that life. Sense of reactionary life there. And then my other water gestalt, which I had. Now this wasn't the, I had the gestalt of flowing water, destroying things. This was a different type of gestalt. This was like streams of water. This felt more man-made. Something feels man-made about this. And I got a sense of extinguish, burnt wood, hot, secure, evacuate, spill. And I got a sense of territory burnt here. Burning, downpour, spill. My AI was like, put it out. You know what I mean? Relief. Some people are feeling relief. Some people are feeling paranoia. And my AOL over the signal here, my sense was like fires being extinguished. Okay, so here's my some summary of some of my data put alongside, some images from the news story. So hopefully you can see how that lines up with that news story. Somehow this made it back into the news again. Gigafire. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I'm going to update this on my website, www.thefeedbackloop.info. Check it out to stay updated on this project, as well as to learn more about remote viewing and expanding your awareness. So thanks for watching, y'all. One love.